So hey everyone, as always, thanks for stopping by the channel and spending a little time here. My name is Rich Charpentier and I'm the owner of rlcdesign.net and azdrone.net as well. And regularly here we talk about drones, we talk about mobile technology, and sometimes we talk about actually some amazing trips. Mostly this channel has been dedicated to drone stuff lately, and I know most of the audience here is all about drones. And if you've ever thought about starting your own drone business, I've got some thoughts for you that I really want to share with you today. I think this is probably one of my most important videos that we've put up on YouTube in a while. This has nothing to do with flying the drones. This has to do more with building your own small business and some things that you might not think about that are actually really important. So we're going to come right back in a second and we're going to dive right in. All right, everyone, so there is a quick little video, and I think today's video is probably going to just have a lot of different backgrounds and things from some of my photography over the years. We are not talking about drones at all, so we're not talking about the drone flight, but we are going to talk about small business ownership and some things that you should consider and keep in mind. Now, one of the big things for all of us who want to build our drone businesses, we need to be Part 107 certified so we can do commercial work. We should be insured, general liability insurance, so that if we do something wrong, we're covered. And we're also going to have other types of insurance. We're going to have our auto insurance, we're going to have our health insurance, maybe life insurance. And today's video is inspired by a stack of paper that I just got yesterday. So let's go back in time. We're going to get a little personal here. Last year, around Thanksgiving time, I got carbon monoxide poisoning. It's not a fun experience. I don't recommend it for anyone. Don't run out and try getting gassed. It's no fun. It's no good. So, like I said, around Thanksgiving time, which is also around my birthday, made for a bad holiday season last year. I was carbon monoxide poisoned. Part of the reason why we decided to stop full-timing in the RV. Went to my physician. We had to do some blood work. We did some EKGs. The EKGs were wrong. My heart was being erratic. There were some definite issues going on. Now, I am covered. I do have health insurance through Blue Cross Blue Shield, and they're a big part of today's story, so buckle up. It's fun. My general practitioner actually gave me a referral to a cardiologist in Prescott in December because my heartbeat was doing some odd things after being gassed. And, that can happen, and that is a known thing that happens after carbon monoxide poisoning. So my GP sent me to a local cardiologist who is also in the Blue Cross Blue Shield Health Network. And that cardiologist saw me, did some tests, and wanted to do some follow-up tests. Now, before all that happened, my general practitioner needed to send over a referral to the cardiologist, right? So you got to have referrals. Always have referrals. Well, we had the referral. I saw that the referral was sent over by my general practitioner to the cardiologist. And I went to see that cardiologist middle of December, right before Christmas. Like I said, they did some tests, wanted to do some other follow-up tests, which we did in January. Now, they took my Blue Cross card, they charged me my copay, everything was fine and dandy. Until yesterday. Yesterday, I got a book. Not just any book, but a book about member appeal and grievance processes. So, here's what went on. Let me set this book to the side. The cardiologist's office submitted my claim to Blue Cross. I was in the network. I had a referral faxed over from my general practitioner. That apparently is not good enough. According to Blue Cross, they didn't have a referral on file before I started seeing the cardiologist, even though the referral was sent over via fax. Either the GP's office or the cardiologist's office, somebody didn't do everything they needed to do. And in the end, what it's come down to is I've got multiple rejected claims here. Let me see. What do they say about this? We have received a request for an appeal related to an above referenced claim from the cardiologist. Enclosed are the additional records. And in this pile, I even have a copy of the faxed referral. So Blue Cross also has that copy. But they said that the referral was not on file. So they're not paying for both of those visits or the tests. That's the bottom line. Now, what that means to me is probably in a couple weeks to a couple months, I'm going to be seeing some bills from the cardiologist's office in the thousands of dollars range. And this is kind of crazy. I'm actually doing my insurance. I'm paying monthly for insurance. Small business owner who's carrying their own insurance. I'm carrying my insurance for situations like this. You know, if let's say you take a fall while you're flying the drone, you want to be covered, right? Absolutely, you want to be covered. So, or if you get sick while you're running your small business, you want to be covered. Okay, so I'm covered. And even being covered, apparently I did not do enough. I actually called the Blue Cross Appeals Group to find out about all this because I want to do the right thing. And one of the right things is the fact that the cardiologist's office should be paid. Well, apparently the cardiologist's office is not going to be paid. Now, the nice woman that I spoke with today, and she was very pleasant, but from the appeals group, she let me know that the issue was that the referral was not on file, even though there was a stat request because I was having issues after being carbon monoxide poisoned. Something weird was happening with my heart. So they did a stat referral to get me into this cardiologist's office. The cardiologist's office took my insurance, did the copay, said everything was okay. So I went ahead and operated under the assumption that I could, in fact, go to this physician. Now, what Blue Cross is basically saying here is that because it wasn't on file in the way they wanted it, even though there was a referral, it wasn't the referral with all the I's dotted and T's crossed, that most likely this is going to become my responsibility. So, for all of you guys out there who are thinking of doing your own small business, you've got to also plan out that there are all these crazy loopholes, or not loopholes, crazy requirements out there. It's more than just having your Part 107 license. It's more than just owning a drone. It's more than just having your auto insurance or your liability insurance. These are all part of your business. So when you buy your drone and you get your Part 107, you're just at the beginning of the process. You need to think about these possibilities and these eventualities that things are going to crop up and life outside your business is going to happen. Now, even doing the right thing and, being a Blue Cross member, seeing that I was referred, according to Blue Cross, it's on me. So it's my fault for not making sure with the cardiologist's office that absolutely that referral that was sent over is now on file with Blue Cross and is approved by Blue Cross. There was the referral, but apparently I need to do further due diligence while I'm feeling sick and I'm feeling scared and I've recently been gassed and something was going on with my heart rhythm. I need to now make sure, hey, general practitioner, did you send that referral over? And did you submit that referral to Blue Cross and they have approved it for that stat? And then when I walk into where I'm referred to, I need to do the same thing. Hey, are you guys sure that this is on file with Blue Cross and this has been approved by Blue Cross? So apparently, in the end, the responsibility is always going to be yours. Now, let's think about the FAA for a minute. Whenever, if you've taken the Part 107 test, one of the number one answers is who's responsible? The pilot in command. Well, now I've got to make sure that I'm the pilot in command when it comes to medical referrals and things. Now, this is kind of frustrating to me, and I'm going to go into a little more depth here. So I've had a long-term illness for over a decade now. I have Hashimoto's, and I also have an eosinophilic disorder. So I'm super allergic to a lot of stuff. I have to regularly see an allergist, and I have to regularly really be careful about what I eat. Over the course of a decade, I've been in and out of physicians' offices a lot. So I have made sure to always carry insurance, no matter what, no matter how tight the budget is, no matter how little has come into the business this month, you have got to make sure that all those bills are paid so that you don't lose your coverage, whether it's your drone insurance, your car insurance, or your medical insurance. And I think, personally, I think that a lot of this bureaucracy is making it even harder to be a small business owner. That's not to discourage you. I really want, everyone on this channel. I know we're all enthused about drones and building our businesses, and I want you to enjoy that as well. But I want you to be aware that factors outside of what you think about for your own drone business are out there. So I've been dealing with the medical community for a long time. I've been dealing with the insurance community for a long time. And I've been, fully paid up and doing the right things. And even doing that, something like this can fall back on you. I've got to say, personal tangent, I think the medical system's gotten a little ridiculous at this point. The insurance system's gotten a little ridiculous. As a patient, I'm not thinking about all of their paperwork when I'm going in to see a physician or a specialist. Most likely what's on my mind is that I'm a little nervous about what I'm going into. The last time I went in to do allergy testing, I was on the verge of terrified. We did skin scratch testing for, I think, over 70 items. And I was just very concerned. I didn't want to have another anaphylactic shock reaction. Just like, just like getting carbon monoxide poisoning, I don't recommend anaphylactic shock either. It's not fun at all. So this might be a little bit of a messy video, but I wanted to share this with you guys because I'm incredibly frustrated with the fact that I'm doing the right things. I'm being a good citizen. I have my insurance. And even with that, I'm probably going to be seeing a huge bill really soon from the cardiologist office. That guy needs to be paid. He was a very pleasant and professional physician. I was seeing him under the assumption that Blue Cross was all set, that we had the referral, which we did, but apparently the referral wasn't on file. Another part of the conversation with the Blue Cross representative today, in the end, it sounded more like I should just go to the emergency room rather than waiting on referrals if an issue arises like that, like a carbon monoxide event. And I said, so it's sounding to me like you would recommend the ER over it. And she said, well, no, that's more out of pocket. Yeah, it's $250 out of pocket for the ER. But when you're looking at having to pay thousands of dollars because the referral process wasn't done right by no fault of your own, I'm going to go ahead and call that BS. So there you go. I'm starting to get mad. Let's see if we edit that out afterward. But incredibly frustrating. It's kind of like, let's say you've got car insurance and you have a car accident and somebody dings you, but you didn't schedule being dinged for that particular day. You were scheduled to be dinged in a couple of weeks. So therefore the car insurance company's not going to help you out. Are you kidding me? Ugh. All right, so let's reel this back in before I start really seeming angry. For all of you on here, for all of you following along, if you're building your own drone business, if you're building your own small business, there are a lot of additional challenges. I'm not trying to discourage you. I want you to be aware of the reality of what you're getting into. It's a struggle building these businesses. It's a joy sometimes to build the businesses, especially when you get your clients' reactions and they're all really enthused with what you're doing for them. So that part is fantastic. But we've got all that bureaucracy out there as well, and you need to be prepared for it. In my case, I'm so livid right now about this that I'm coming across as not being prepared for it. I thought I did everything that I needed to do. Hopefully this is going to get resolved. And yeah, the medical and insurance system in the US is becoming a real mess here. So keep that in mind. And if you can afford it, get those high-end policies. Don't get the middle of the line ones like me. But yeah, so I can't even tell you how many pages are in here. The most amazing part, Blue Cross said to me, and then I'll cut it short. They said that there was no referral on file. And just a couple of pages into the paperwork, I'm looking at this because I just want to share this one with you. So I have a new patient referral for Charpentier Richard from the doctor's office. That's my physician. To Prescott Hart, Dr. D'Antonio. That was the nice guy that I went to see after the carbon monoxide event. So, subject, referral to Dr. D'Antonio sent by JHP. And I'm not going to give the dates or anything. But so this is, it says it's a referral on it. But apparently, according to Blue Cross, that referral was not on file with them when I got the medical attention that I was in need of, that I had a referral on, that I had a faxed referral on. But because it was not verified through Blue Cross, it's not their responsibility. So whose responsibility is it going to be? Mine. I didn't know I needed to go fill out paperwork for my own referral. All right, everyone, I'm going to let you go. I'm actually livid, and I'm probably going to go walk around on my patio after grumbling and using bad language. Hey, I avoided using bad language here today. As always, once again, I really appreciate you hanging out. If you actually sat through this video, I totally appreciate you too. Hey, I've got a YouTube channel. I might as well use it when I can. And I hope that this is a little educational for all of you out there if you're building your own businesses. So I'm repeating myself, and I'm sorry. I'm incredibly frustrated. Wish me luck dealing with this paperwork thing. Maybe somehow we can get this worked out. I don't have the money in the bank to pay out of pocket right now, and I thought I was doing the right things with the fact that I am insured and went to the GP first to get the referral. But I guess a referral is not necessarily a referral unless it's a referral on file. Something I've learned. All right, everyone. We'll see you on the next video, and we'll talk drone stuff again, and I'll be calmer. I promise.